Hey everyone, so I'm going to be doing a review on Ninjago episode 59 on Wish and a Prayer. Again, you don't have to watch this if you haven't seen the episode yet, but if you have, or you just want to watch it anyways, you can sit and watch this. But just going to be a simple review and cover of the whole episode. So, but yeah, here we go. So, in the beginning of the episode, Jay brings the ninja to, the hideout that he's calling it his hideout, even though it's his father's, house, even though Jay now owns it because his father passed away, and his real father. So Jay's pretending that this is his hideout, even though it's not. And the ninja have that lantern now. They have the lantern from Nanakan's ship, and now they're able to find. They now have the map to get to Tiger Widow Island to find the venom from the Tiger Widow spider or something like that, and slow down Nanakan to try to feed him and put him back in the lamp. Yeah, big mission. Um, while Jay's kind of explaining, this is his hideout. He saved up to buy this hideout. Well, Cole obviously figured it. Cole ended up figuring it out that he knows Jay wouldn't have saved up that much, that long or something like that, and bought something like this. He knows he would have spent his money. So he figures out that Jay was not telling the truth, and Jay tells him what happened with Nanakan and his wishes and all that stuff. So Cole promises to keep quiet as long as nothing else goes wrong or no one else gets hurt. And then the news comes out and it just kind of reveals, the land is now lifting up. It's going away and it's going into the sky. They keep reporting on all that. That's what started to happen at the end of episode 58. And you can see here Nanakan's crew is getting them pieces. And Nanakan's plan is to create the new Jinjago. And in this episode, you can see him kind of hauling and gathering up the pieces of land and starting to organize them in the sky. It's really weird. I don't even know how he's doing it. I guess he's doing it with the power with the sword every time he gets someone else. The ninja are also on their way and they need to end up going to find the Tiger Widow. And they're going to try to find a ship. They ask a few, like a captain guy and all that, but they end up seeing Cliff Gordon's ship, which is the actor for Fritz Donegan, Jay's real father. So Jay basically owns this ship as well. But the ninja end up using that, and they end up going on their way to the Tiger Widow Island. In the episode as well, Zane sent his Falcon out, and the pirates ended up getting it. So I wonder what'll happen with that. But the ninja, they're on the ship. They're given canisters, and Zane was wondering why he even needed one. He's an android, he doesn't need water. But, in the future, they end up using it to get some of the venom from. And then, of course, Cole obviously probably doesn't need water either. I don't think he even can drink water anymore. He wouldn't need to either. But, and then later on in the ship, or on the boat, whatever you want to call it, they run into a storm, and it's a lightning storm, electricity storm, and Jay's kind of the one up there as the one, kind of keeping the electricity in one area. I don't remember what they were calling it, but Jay's up there to keep it away from, shocking all over and destroying their boat. So he's up, that's what we saw in the trailer, and electricity conductor or something like that, and Zane was one. And because they had an android on board, so they had Zane. Yeah, Zane is the electricity conductor. It's kind of going there. That's why the lightning was hitting the ship. So they sent Zane alone down below. So that is not good. You're not supposed to be alone. They're saying they're not supposed to be alone right now. They can't have them be alone because they're running the Nanakan. And Zane's in the room and all that, and he runs into Nanakan. Just like it all is, how it happens if you're alone. And that's what happened. So, they kind of play a game of chess, it looks like, sort of. But, Zane more, it's more focusing on Zane's wishes, because Zane ends up wanting his wishes, because he thinks he can outsmart Nanakan. Pixel tries telling him that, but Zane, he doesn't listen, and he just kind of shuts Pixel out and continues to try and fool Nanakan. And of course, Nanakan is more trickier than that, and Zane's first wish was so that he could not manipulate and twist his words into making his wishes all weird. So that was his first wish. His second wish was to not be able to harm him or something like that, or just not harm him. And then this is all during this big storm that they're in. They run into a big, water spout type of storm. Zane thinks he's trying to outsmart Nanakan, but in the end, Nanakan says, well, he'll focus on his second wish. He's not going to twist his words around. He's just going to go by what he said. He will not harm just Zane. So he ends up doing stuff to other people. And he ends up deleting Pixel from Zane's hard drive or something like that. So I don't know if Pixel will be coming back yet or not. But he ends up getting rid of Pixel. So I don't know. Maybe all wishes, these weird wishes, will be undone or not. I don't know. But right now, Pixel is gone. He gets rid of Pixel. And then he traps Zane inside. Because Zane ends up going, I wish for it to all for it to go away or something like that. So then the ninja are on the island, the Tiger Widow Island, and they kind of start realizing Zane is the one. Zane's gone. And then Cole, something happened to someone, so Cole points out to everyone, Jay ran into Nanakan and he's been making the wishes, and Jay tells him everything and all that stuff. And well, Nia, she's like, well, that makes you the perfect volunteer to go get the venom from the spider since you did all this. Didn't tell him. So they're mad at Jay, but Jay is just going, they're going to the Tiger Widow Island and just kind of messing around and stuff. Then they find the entrance to the den to the big spider. And Jay is the one that was forced to go in there because they're not happy with Jay anyways right now. So they send him in there to face this. So I feel bad for Jay. And, this is the spider that is in that set, by the way. Tiger Widow Island set. You do get like a brick built version of this spider. It's pretty cool, actually. Jay ends up fighting this big spider. He ends up climbing onto it, holding onto it. Somehow ends up getting the venom that is dripping from its fangs. Because that's the venom that can slow down Nanakan. Lloyd goes off and fights with his dragon. He chases the Sky Shark vehicle, I think that's what it is. Nia fights Dog Shank and all that stuff. And in the end, they all end up gathering back together because they have the venom and all that stuff, but they're still being chased by the big Tiger Widow spider. And, the bridge ends up breaking since all the weight is put towards the middle. Nanakan's like, well, you could get out of this issue. Just have your last wish. Wish all that to go away. Well, Jay, of course, he knows how that works. So he doesn't want to do that. He says he'd rather deal with the issue that he's dealing with than actually deal with what Nanakan would do to him. So, of course, he does not wish that. But Nanakan does things on his own as well. He pulls out his little knife and he kind of knocks Jay down from hanging on to the bridge. He ends up catching Jay. So here he ends up catching Jay and he has the canister, and then he pours out the canister in the end. And then now he has Jay captured. So Jay still has his last wish, but he's captured Jay now. He can't put him in the blade yet because he hasn't made the wish, but he's able to kidnap him. So he kidnapped Jay. So Nia, Lloyd, and Cole are left now stuck on the island. But in the end, Nanakan thought he poured out the venom, but he actually did not. And he actually ended up pouring out just a canister of water because they must have swapped out the canister when they were meeting. So Nia actually had the canister with the venom, but now Jay is captured, and now we'll just wait and see what ends up happening in the next episode. But altogether, it was a good episode, guys. I mean, it was one of my favorites again in this season. Yeah, altogether though, there's only been a few that I've really, really liked this season. I mean, I've liked them all. I've really loved them all. But, there's some that have really stood out to me. The first one that stood out to me was more 56. Yeah, Public Enemy #1. It just has so many ties to the older seasons. But this one, I like the island type of stuff. It just seems more like Ninjago. They're hiding. It kind of seems like they're hiding out on an island. The jungle. It's kind of cool. I like that kind of stuff that they do. I like the Master Chen stuff. Episode 40. That was a good episode with they were in the jungle, Master Chen's island. So I really like that stuff. Again, guys, you may be able to search YouTube over time here over the next few days and find this episode. Again, I know this episode's not out there that much yet. I'm saying this when I'm putting the video up, for when I put the video, right when I put it up. It's not going to be totally out yet, but you may end up running into it eventually. But this was just my review, my run through of what happened in it. Again, I did say in the beginning of the video, you do not have to watch this, but if you watch this, it was your choice, or listen to this, it was your choice. So, yeah, but that is kind of my run through of episode 59 on A Wish and a Prayer. If you have seen it, I don't know if you've seen it yet or not, but if you have seen it, what do you guys think about this episode? I think it was a really, really good episode. I really liked it. Very different, and just I like the different stuff. It's so cool. Just a different. I know I don't like it when a season's kind of bland and it kind of does the same type of stuff each episode. I like it when they just go and do tons of different stuff throughout the seasons. So they tend to do that a lot, and I like that they are able to keep doing that. So, what did you guys think about it? If you have seen it, or if just how do you like it? I mean, I think it was a really, really good episode. Probably one of my favorites so far that I've seen. Still 5 more to go if you've been watching them online here. Still 5 more to go in the season. So how do you think the season's going to continue to go? How do you think it's going to conclude? And we're just seeing these episodes. They're amazing. So what do you guys think about it?